You stepped outside the pension system. You understood what you actually owned and what you did not. You moved into gold, silver, or crypto. Self-custody, no counterparty. No legal entitlement chain between you and the asset. That was the right first step. But something followed you out. You stepped outside the pension system. You understood what you actually owned and what you did not. You moved into gold, silver, or crypto. Self-custody, no counterparty, no legal entitlement chain between you and the asset. That was the right first step. But something followed you out. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, their price is still set by the system. COMEX sets the silver price. Institutional trading desks influence crypto. When the system needs liquidity, it sells everything, including the things that were supposed to be outside it. And the gains are still measured in the system's currency, still taxable. Governments running out of money are already talking about unrealised gains tax. You are outside the custody chain, but you are not outside the valuation chain. You broke one leash. There is another one still attached. And this is not a Danish problem. Every country is following the same path. Norway, Australia, the Netherlands, the USA. Denmark is simply the most advanced implementation. If you watched parts 1 to 3, you saw where every country is heading. A new class of assets is emerging. Assets that exist outside both custody chains and pricing systems. Physically sovereign, independently held and operated. No counterparty, no permission required. Value that cannot be priced, taxed, or crashed when the system needs liquidity. Functionally valuable, real utility, shelter, energy, food, resilience. Network amplified, growing stronger as more people of the same philosophy participate. Anti-fragile. As crisis increases, your freedom increases. While everyone inside the system loses ground, you gain it. Not an investment, an architecture for a life the system cannot reach. Now think about how these two asset classes behave across time. Silver, short-term volatile, manipulated by paper instruments designed to shake retail holders out of their positions. Frustrating. But long-term, the scarcity is real. The monetary case is intact. The fundamentals are getting stronger. Dollar cost average. Hold. Do not flinch. Type 2 assets. Short-term, completely flat. There is no chart to watch, no dip to survive. No institution can manufacture a price collapse in your off-grid water system. The attack surface simply does not exist. Long-term, Type 2 assets appreciate through forces no trading desk can reverse. Crisis makes them more valuable. Every person who joins the network raises the value of every existing node. And the positions built earliest cannot be recreated later at any price. The only truly unmanipulable asset is the one that has no price. There is a saying in the precious metals community, silver is going to $1,000 an ounce. But who wants to live in such a world? The complete answer is not a better asset to hold. It is a life that functions regardless of what the system does. A structure you own outright, off-grid, no mortgage, no utility bills, no monthly extractions outside your control. A greenhouse producing food, water you collect and filter yourself, energy from the sun and the wind. No insurance strategy, not one concentrated asset protected by a premium, but multiple structures across multiple locations, distributed by design. The worse the system gets, the more valuable this life becomes. Not on a statement, in reality. Build the life that functions in the world silver goes to $1,000 in. Then hold the silver anyway. The silver is the insurance. The Zome is the life. But here is the idea that transforms the single homestead into something far more powerful. A homestead in isolation has real value, shelter, food, independence, but it is a single node with no connections. Now imagine one neighbour arrives who thinks the same way. Different skills, same philosophy. Suddenly you have a network. And networks do not add value, they multiply it. Skills shared, trade outside the monetary system, mutual support that replaces insurance, knowledge of local land and water. Each new person who joins raises the value of every existing node, including yours. Your original investment appreciates not because of market forces, because of human ones. The zome is the mushroom. The network is the mycelium, independent above ground, connected below, invisible to the system, and far more resilient than any single node. The mycorrhizal fungal network has existed for over 400 million years. It has survived every mass extinction event in Earth's history. It was here before money, it will be here after. The earliest positions in this network are the highest return decision, not in euros, in freedom, resilience, and the depth of the life they make possible. We are building this right now. SovereignZome, currently establishing the premier site in Vest-Agder, southern Norway. Off-grid, physically sovereign structures beyond custody chains and market pricing. The first complete build is standing. Zome, platform, water, heating, power. Come and see it. The system is designed to be transferred. A second site in a warm climate is already in early discussion. The philosophy travels, the infrastructure travels. The network forms wherever the right people gather. There are 3 ways in. You can commission a complete turnkey build, you can contribute skills and build alongside us, or you can start with a day in our workshop, building a component, meeting the people, discovering the compatibility. If you stepped outside the pension system and are ready for the next layer, this conversation is for you. SovereignZome. Real assets, real people, real networks. If this resonates, SovereignZome.com is where the conversation continues.